So I'm going to show you guys how to complete the TrustHub application in the tutorial. So the first thing you're going to want to do is read up a little bit about it, see why it's important. Basically, filling out your TrustHub application will help keep spam flags off of your phone, and it will also make sure your phone calls are compliant and all of your text messages are compliant, which I would say currently text messages are most important because the phone carriers are going to stop sending text messages to from numbers that are not registered through this program. So the first thing you want to do is hover the button. You can either watch a video tutorial, which is exactly what you're watching now, or you can hit setup. So I'm going to hit setup. You can also click anywhere else on the button other than video. So you can click on it and it's going to bring you over here. So there's two different ways that you can fill out your TrustHub application. One is if you have an EIN number, and one if you do not have an EIN number. And for those who don't know, an EIN number is an employee identification number or employer identification number. And this number basically is your tax ID for your business. So most people who have an LLC will have an EIN number. You can most certainly have an EIN if you're a sole proprietorship as well. But most people that are sole proprietors, they don't have one. But depending on your current situation, you can go ahead and click on it. And also, if you're wanting to get an EIN, it's really easy. It takes like 1 minute to do on the IRS website, so irs.gov. And you can search for applying for an EIN number. And as soon as you enter the information, it's free and they spit you one out immediately. But either way, the applications between them are actually pretty similar. The one that has an EIN number obviously asks for the EIN number, and that's the main difference. I'm just going to go here for right now because this is likely what most people are going to have. And so when you do this, you will be when you apply without an EIN number, I should say, you are doing it only for your text messaging traffic. So without an EIN number, you cannot register your phone calls to the carriers to help fight spam flags, but you can register your text message traffic so the carriers will send your text messages. So also in the event that later you want to just do this EIN or non-EIN one now, and in the future you want to add your EIN number, super easy to do. You basically fill out the same application and just wait. So you can always come back and edit it if you want. But anyways, you just click on it here. And what it's going to do is just ask some basic questions about your business. So it's going to ask your business name, a website URL. You can also use the social media link because I know not a lot of people have a website. But if you use a social media link, just make sure that if you have a business page, it's linked to your business page and not just your personal one. But if it is a personal one, it needs to show that you are actually working in the type of business that you specify here. So if you're an insurance agent, you want to make sure that your profile shows that you're an insurance agent. Pretty simple, just fill it out. And by default, this is going to be on sole proprietorship because this is the non-EIN one, and you can't change it. Then your business, it will be defaulted on insurance, but you can change it to whatever you feel like it fits. And then you just fill out your business details. Super easy. If you have a registered business, like if you are doing, if you have an LLC or something like that, this needs to be the exact business on the application you filled out to form your company. If you're just a sole proprietor, then you can just put the street address that you have your taxes filed to every year. And then authorized representative, I would say for 99% of the people that are going to fill this out, this is just going to be your information all over again. So the authorized representative would be if you had a larger business, somebody that's authorized to answer questions and register forms like this on your behalf. But either way, it's just a name, address, or a name, email address, phone number, their title. So if it's like a director or something like that, you can fill it out. And then in here, You just choose what type it is for your actual formation of your business. So for most people, that's going to be director, if unless you have set your business up to have an actual tier. Anyways, once you're done, all you have to do is hit next. And if you hit next and not everything's filled out, it's going to yell at you. So you just have to make sure everything's filled out, and then you can hit next and you are all good. I'm not going to do it because submitting an application actually costs money, and the phone carriers charge us to submit these forms. And so I'm not going to do it. But once you're done, basically, if you sign up for a sole proprietorship, what it's going to do is you will, within about 30 seconds, receive a text message from the campaign registry. It'll be really clear that it's from the campaign registry. And what it's going to do is just verify that the phone number that you put in here under the authorized representative section is in fact your phone number. So it's just going to ask you to text yes if this is your phone number and you filled out this application. So just hit yes, and then you'll get a confirmation, and then your profile will be approved, and then that's all you have to do. If you are if you're filing as like an LLC or something like that, it does take a little bit longer, but it's because it's a more in-depth program that you can be a part of. Right now, they say that it takes about 72 hours to process the application and give you a response. But we are seeing longer wait times right now because of all these compliance issues that are coming up, or not compliance issues, but compliance deadlines for the phone carriers. So a lot of people are filling out these applications. And so right now, an LLC application is going to take about roughly 7 to 10 days. So it takes a little bit longer. But that's all you have to do. And once you're done, and you don't have to worry about it anymore.